Okay, I think I've got everything set up. Glad you're here this week. I'm sorry I couldn't do the live last week. Things got a little crazy getting ready for my daughter's birthday. Her birthday is actually today, but we celebrate her birthday over the weekend. Um, let's see. Let me get my chat up for YouTube. Okay. Oh, hi, Margaret. Glad you're here. Oh, let me get it all up here on Facebook. I usually do that before I come on and forgot. I think yep, I'm live on Facebook. Oh, I forgot to turn it down. Hold on a minute. There we go. Remember to make my phone go on do not disturb. I forgot to turn down my tablet. Okay, I think we are set. I'm going to do things a little different. Usually I go over a lot of business stuff. I'm going to showcase some of the celebration things that I have. I've actually got, I think there are two of them that I don't have yet. No, three of them I don't have yet. And they're on their way. I got them during the free shipping, and they're running a little behind on the free shipping because we had so many orders. It was a really good day for everybody. So I will show you those another time, but I'll show you the ones I've got right now. But first off, while I'm waiting for people to come on, I want to make sure you know about my paper shares. This is the only business thing I'll show, but the fun part about this one, I get to show you all the papers real quick because there are a lot of really neat papers. But it's going to cover the July to December mini catalog. I forgot to look up the prices. What you need to do, I've got a link down below in the video description and to my paper shares. Just click on that and you'll get all the information there. But I do want to show you the papers. I've got a Christmas share, a seasonal share, want it all share, and then when you get the want it all share, you'll also get the papers from the Sale-A-Bration brochure for free. Okay, so I'm going to hurry up and show you those real quick. First off, I'll show you the Christmas one. I'm going to be sending all of, oh, let me switch screens. That would help, wouldn't it? Hi, Becky from Kentucky. I don't know. I forgot that's where you're from. Oh, thanks for sharing my video. I really appreciate that. That helps get my name out there. Okay, now, when I do the paper shares, you're going to get them in these are heavy-duty Ziploc bags, so you'll be able to keep them stored. I want to show you how they were going to come. But they're 6x6 sheets, and you will get a sheet of every single one. And I will put dividers in this, like cardstock pieces, so you know what the price, what the name is. And now I'm going to really have to use my brain here. I think this is Sweetest Christmas. So I'll show you these. You get one each 6x6. There's that. And if you're on my team, you get a discount. And I've already emailed you guys about that. But this is going to be available until July 8th. But if you want to get in on the first mailing, you're going to want to fill out that registration form and pay for it by June 30th because I'll be placing the first order on July 1st. So if you want to get on the first mailing, you'll get your paper shares by the middle of July. So that was the Sweetest Christmas. Oh, I want to say Santa Express. If you think of the names, let me know. Oh, I forgot when I switched screens, I lost my YouTube. Let me put that in case they can remember the names. Hi, Liz. I'm glad you made it on time. Good. Then we've got, this one's got the little Santas. I love this. And there's dies that'll die cut those out, which is really cool. A lot of pretty ones. I know it's pretty hot out probably where you're at, but it's already time to start thinking of Christmas. So everybody starts thinking about Christmas in July, and that's this week. Hi, Janice. We've got this. So these are all the Santa ones. This one's, oh boy, I should have written these down. Bows and something. This one's beautiful. I love this one. So these are all the sheets in this. So if you're coming in late, these are for my paper shares for the July to December mini catalog. And I've got a link below. If you want to get these, you can click on that, and that'll give you all the information, the prices and everything, and also the registration form to get it filled out. Now, this is one that came from last year. I think it's Painted Christmas, but it's also part of the share since it's in the catalog. So I'll go a little faster because this is going to make the video go too long if I keep going slow. I want you to be able to see all these really neat designs, though. Hi, Judy. I'm glad you're here. We've got a good group today. And then this one, oh, it's a foil. I can't remember the name of it, but isn't this pretty? I love the foils in there. It's a specialty paper. Now, this package is one-sided, and it's just three different sheets. You get two of each, but in the paper share, you'll get one each of a 6x6. Like I said, most of these come from a 12x12 pack. This one happens to already be a 6x6 pack. So you'll get one each of these. I love that one side has some gold foils, and the other side just has some really neat designs. I love this bokeh one right here. This one's gorgeous. I love that tree on there. Isn't that pretty? Make sure it gets in the light. This one has some frames you can die cut out. Isn't that neat? Then we've got this one. And this one's got a little gold in it too. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get it in the light and it's not showing up, but there is some gold lines going through that too. Then we've got this one. Oh, I love the trees in this one. They glitter too. Isn't that pretty? Foil just makes paper look so special. It's got a lot of foil dots in it. And this one, the snowflakes in it are foil. So there are 12 sheets in this one. And then I'm also including specialty paper. So here is the glimmer, red and white glimmer paper, so I think it's what it's called. So those are the two that come in that one. And this one's just called glimmer paper. So you get gold, this beautiful evening evergreen. I love that one. And I can't remember what they called this one. It's almost like a vanilla. I can't remember. So those are all the papers that are in the Christmas share. So you want that. Just the Christmas papers. You can just get that. Got to reach to get them. I've got the end of my long table here. Now this one is the seasonal one. And it's got the really cute gnome one. This one can be used for any of the seasons, Christmas, fall, a lot of different things all throughout the year. So that's why I added this one to the seasonal one. And we've got this one. I love those gnomes. They're so adorable. With some pretty snowflakes. I love the mountains and the trees in this one. Got to have some deer, don't you? But that could also be just for winter scenes too. And we've got this one. And some of these, I like the mushrooms too. I think there's a die for the mushrooms. The ones with the gnomes, they're die cut them. I love it when Stampin' Up does that. And we've got this. And this one. And then this one's the fall one. I love those pumpkins. And I love having the black background. Then we've got this. So I should have put down there also having a little sneak peek of the papers in the July to December catalog. Also, not just Sale-A-Bration. And then since it starts, that both start on Friday, I can't believe July 1st is on Friday. I'll be doing a lot of videos with some of the new products so you can get a glimpse of them. Now this is, okay, that's the end of the fall one. This is the black and white one. This one they've got coordinating with the Halloween, but as you can see, you could use this all year long. We've got those. Can't believe I forgot to write the names of, or the prices on these shares, but I promise you I'm thinking the Christmas one was $25 plus $5 first class shipping, and this one is $24 with $5 shipping. And then to get all of it, ooh, that one I can't remember. But that one you can look on there, and I had to send that priority mail, so it's $9 shipping for when you want it all, because it weighs too much to do first class. So then we've got this one. This is, oh boy, I should remember this. Splendid Day, that's what it is. I love the foil, and it's got different color foils. First time they've done this. Now this one will be a 6x6 piece in the share. This one's smaller here because I'm waiting for another pack to come in. We used this in an event that was for demonstrators. It was called Creativity Now. And we used up too much of this design for the cards that we made during that event. So that's why I didn't have a 6x6 for that one. But it will be 6x6 in the paper share. This one, isn't that pretty with the fresh freesia foil? So this one was more of a gold. And this one's copper. That's the fresh freesia. Oh, I can't remember what they said this one is. Isn't that pretty? I love this one. This one, I think, is soft sea foam. And the other side is just regular patterns, which are still pretty too. I think that's another copper one there. And then this one is a great big pack. There are 12 designs in it. And that's the gingham garden or something like that. The gingham suite. So if you love gingham, you are definitely going to want this paper. So that's the neat thing about paper shares. You get a sampling of all of the papers, and then you'll be able to decide if you want to buy the whole pack or not. You can also use these on your projects. I like paper shares. That's why I want to make sure I start doing those. I did them a long time ago and then quit doing them, and I started them with the last annual catalog last month. And now I thought I'd do another one for the holiday mini. And I'm just going to call it the holiday mini probably from here on out. It's a little easier to say than July to December. This one is a really neat one. It's a specialty. It's got glimmer paper. Can't remember the name of this one either, but this is like pumpkin pie, I think, with Cajun craze. This one's evening evergreen with gold. And this one is just like basic black, and I think it's got some smoky slate in it too. I love the glitter look on that. This one you can't see. This was actually in the holiday catalog last year. This is the velvet paper, or I think it's velvet, white velvet, I think is what they call it. So you can get snow that's nice and soft. A lot of different things you can do with that. Oh, I love this. This is a snowflake vellum. There are 3 designs. One is this iridescent. So this is actually vellum with the iridescent. And this has the flocking on it. So you've got both designs, one in iridescent, one in flocking. Then the dots with iridescent and flocking. And then snowflakes with iridescent and flocking again, okay? So that is the seasonal. And like you said, some of those could also be done with Christmas, but the seasonal, you can do winter projects and things like that. Now, if you get both of those, now we're getting into the celebration. You're also going to get these added free. So if you want samples of the celebration, get the one at all share, and I'll put these in for absolutely free in it. Isn't that DSP gorgeous, Valerie? I love it. Now, there is a really neat card pack with celebration. This one is free with $50. So there are envelopes. I think there are 20 cards altogether, if I remember right. I've got the celebration thing in there. I'll have to look real quick. But you get these really pretty card bases. This one's, mint macaron. Either mint macaron. No, it's soft seafoam. That's right. These are called Pool Party soft seafoam card bases. That's right. So you get one each of these for free in the share. This one is the paper I'm going to be using here on my first card today, here in a few minutes. This is the, what's it called again? Rings of Love DSP. So this one covers a lot of different seasons. You can use this one all year long. That would be good for fall. I love the birds on this. Aren't those really neat? I love the watercolor look on that. Another watercolor there. Then this one. So these are all 6x6 sheets too. And this paper you can get free with a $50 order also during celebration. And celebration is going to be July 1st through August 31st this year. And then this one, I can't remember it either, silver and gold something. But I've got gold foil dots on this one, and it's just one-sided. Then silver dot version. And then gold striped. And this paper, you could make it colored. You don't have to keep the white. You could use a blending brush, sponge daubers, anything you want to color this in. And there's the silver version. Okay, so those are my paper shares. So it's Christmas. If you're coming in late, you can watch the recording and see all of the designs in my Christmas share, paper share, my seasonal paper share. And the one at all paper share, you get both of those, plus the free celebration papers I just showed you. Okay, now we're going to see some more products, and then I'm going to, for celebration, I don't have any samples with this. I wish I did. You can have the hippest boy, I can't say this. Hippest hippos. There we go. And it is so cute. I can't wait to make something with this. I just got this stamp set. Isn't that cute? So you'll be able to get this free for $50 during celebration, starting Friday. And then we've also got hippo dies that go along with this stamp set. And you get these free with a $50 order. So there are the dies of that. So you can see they die cut the hippos. They're actually little umbrellas, little added on dies to go along with the stamp sets, which I think that is genius. I love that. And then you've got some neat little greetings with the stamp set. So you can get this free with $50 and this free with $50. Put that away. I've only got a couple more things to show you, and then I'll show you the others while I am making the cards. Actually, there's only one more celebration thing, but I'll be showing you a little sneak peek of something that goes along with this. This one is called Tree Lot Dies. So any of my campers out there are going to love this die set. This makes such a neat little, one of those little retro, I guess you call campers. It is so cute. Yeah, Valerie, aren't those hippos cute? I love them. And I've got these Christmas trees. Well, it can be not Christmas trees, just any pine trees. So this is something you can use for Christmas. You can use all year long. It's a really neat set. But it coordinates with the Trees for Sale stamp set. This is in the July to December mini catalog. And I forgot to write this is $53, if I believe, the bundle. No, I'm take that back. No, it isn't. This is not a bundle. This is just a stamp set. I can't remember the price of the stamp set. It's $22, $23, something like that. But if you get this, you'll want to make sure you get this. And I think this is free with a $100 order because there's so many dies in it. This is a nice die set. It values for quite a bit. So that's why this one you get free with a $100 order. Okay, now we are going to start making some cards. Everybody ready? I know you'd want to see some of those celebration things before they come out on the July 1st. That way you can start planning your orders now. Okay, I'm going to be using the Ring with Nature bundle. This is something that's in the Holiday Mini. And the bundle includes this Ringed with Nature. This is the thing, it's $53 I was thinking of. So you've got the Ringed with Nature, I mean. Then you've got these really neat dies. It actually is called the, the hybrid, I wrote it down. Oh, Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder. But it's not just a folder. It's also, oh boy, we've got a lot of comments I'm going to have to get rid of. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like somebody is hacking into it. I'm sorry about that. I will get rid of those when the video's over. On YouTube, that is. Facebook, you're doing okay. But we've got these dies here, and they go along with this folder. And I'm going to show you how this works here in just a minute. I love the hybrid folders. But these all go together with that, Rings of Love DSP that I showed at the beginning. So this is a little strip that I'm using on the card. So that's one of the ones I just showed you in the pack a second ago. Okay, so I'm going to be using this big die here and this one here. And I've already die cut. I used all 4 of these leaves. I thought being live, I need to do some things ahead of time. I want to show you they are all, hopefully you can see this. I don't know if you can. Sometimes with lives it's hard to see, but they're actually embossed too. So you've got little veins in the leaves. Thank you, Judy. I really appreciate that. I can't do it while I'm doing the live. I appreciate you reporting that. Thank you so much. So we've got those leaves. I will put them over here at the side. And I stamped this house right here and cut it out, but I am still going to show you how I stamped this because we're going to be stamping that on the inside of the card. So, and of course, we need the folder. Get that over here. Get these out of the way. Let's see, what do I want to start with? So, okay, we can go ahead and do a little stamping. I'm going to grab this little piece here. This is just a piece of basic white. I made it a 2 3/4. No, I didn't. I'm looking at the wrong. I've got 2 sheets here. I looked at the wrong one. This one is a 2 by 1 inch piece. It is a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to grab, if I can get a hold of it here, a Stampin' Pierce mat. And I'm going to grab the Thinking of You. And this is in that Ringed with Nature stamp set. And I'm going to be taking off a little bit at the end on here. So I'm going to stamp this in the Night of Navy. And I'm going to put it over to the right side. Okay? And I'm going to take my paper snips. And I do this a lot. Sometimes I'll make a banner, which I might be doing that in the next card. Yeah, I am. This one, I'm just going to cut it at an angle because I just want to have something a little different rather than just that straight side. Okay. Boy, I got some more up there. My goodness. I am probably missing some of your... Oh, no, those are still the old ones. Never mind. Good. I just forgot how many there were. I'm so glad you blocked those. Okay, now we will get... Let me see here. Oh, let's get the inside of the card. This is the last thing I'll be stamping. This one is a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of basic white. That's what I always put on the inside of my card. Let me stand up here so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring in my house and my Night of Navy, my petal pink, and this is the roof. And I'm going to stamp the roof first because that's what I'm making the dark color. So let me get this. I'm going to put it up a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to kind of eyeball this. Okay, let's put it about right here. I could definitely start with the bottom first, but it's the lighter color, and I think it's a little easier to line it up when you put the dark one down first. Not always, but a lot of times it does. So this one's my petal pink. Oh, and I got to give you a tip. When I did this, even when I stamped the one I cut out, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little grainy in places. This is stamping a lot better because what I did, I stamped these in Versamark first. Here, let me get this stamped quick. Line that up at an angle, so hopefully I'm getting it lined up pretty good. There we go. That was a lot better image because I put Versamark ink on these, and then I cleaned them off, and that, for some reason, I think the Versamark soaks into the stamp. Oh, thanks, Liz. Thanks a lot. And then this is, I think it just makes it soaks into the stamp, and it actually picks up the ink a lot better. So that's just my little tip for getting a better stamped image on these bolder ones. It's the first time I tried it on another card not too long ago, and I've been using it ever since. It really helps a lot. Okay, I do want to put in a little greeting. This is also in the Ring with Nature. It says, get well soon. I thought thinking of you can go along with get well. So let's go ahead and ink this up with the Night of Navy. Stamp this top, center, and we've got the inside done. So I'm going to put that over to the side. And now I'm going to get a die cutting machine out here. See if I can do this without making a big mess. Got things everywhere. Oh, here we go. Now this is going to be teaching you how to use the hybrid folder. We're going to grab what you need. You just need the base platform. So I've taken all of the other plates away. And then I'm going to take my, where did I put it? Got my embossing folder. Oh, I put it over here and I forgot. So this is the hybrid folder. The way the hybrid folders work, you want to make sure the Stampin' Up! Emblem, tell me if you can't hear me because my microphone's down a little farther. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, I saw something on G. If there's something going on wrong with the video, let me know. But here's the embossing folder. You're going to have the Stampin' Up! Emblem on top. We open this up, and these, you make sure the blade is facing up. And we are going to put this inside. Oops, I'm sorry. You want to put the die on the Stampin' Up! Emblem side. So there's the logo. We're going to put this in here, and it locks into place. Let me get it, find it. There we go. Sometimes you have to move it around. Once it's there, it is locked into place. I'm moving that around, and it's staying nice and locked. Okay, now I'm going to take, we'll go ahead and, we need to start with the big one. This is my soft suede. So we will just put this right on top. I'm only using this. I could have done this whole thing. I'm only using the big one. So I'm going to cover this one up. Cover it, put that down. Then I'm going to take my specialty plate on top, and we will run this through. So that is the sandwich you need. And it's going to emboss and die cut at the same time. So we'll take this out, and isn't that cool? Actually, this is the side I'm going to use. Isn't that neat? So it embossed and die cut at the same time. So I'll put this over to the side. And now this next one, we're going to do the same thing. What I probably should have done is gone ahead and done this one, but we'll put this down. Now we're going to do the inside. Get that locked in again. There we go. I think I got it locked in. I'm at it. Oh, come on. Let me get this up. There we go. It needs to be flat. There. Then this one's going to go right on top. This is another 3x3, but it's crumb cake. Get that specialty plate back on top. And voila, we're going to have another one. Now with this one, I only want to have the inside because I want to keep the outer side of this one to be the bark on the outside. So the way to do this one, we'll get this out of the way. And we're going to use this die that I got out a minute ago. So we'll get this set up for die cutting. So get the die plate back in here. Standard cutting plate. Oops, I want to use this one. This one's hard to see through. The other one you can see through better. We'll put this here. And then I always have to play around. There are little notches right here. So you know they're going to line up with these notches. But sometimes you have to turn it around. Yep, I did it wrong. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So we will put that one right there. It just fits right there in the middle. I could tape that down if I wanted to, but it's pretty, the embossing kind of keeps it in place for me. So then I will hold this down to make sure it doesn't move on me. There we go. Now it does smash it down just a little bit, the embossing. But I think it makes the rings look a little better. So then this is just going to go right on top. So now we've got our wood piece. Isn't that cool? I love that. Okay, do we need to die cut anything else? Nope, we are done die cutting. So let me get this out of the way. Kind of throwing things around again. Get my die back in there before I lose it. Now we can start putting this together. I'm going to grab a piece of Night of Navy. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to line those corners up. Grab my bone folder. Oh, I'm starting to get out of the camera there. There we go. So we've got that ready to go. Now this I already embossed with a 3D folder. It's a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of petal pink. And this is the yeah, brick and mortar 3D embossing folder. Here, I brought the folder with me, and it is a 3D one. So you actually use the exact same sandwich I used to when I die cut and die cut and emboss these. So we will take a piece of the one. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong thing again. The Rings of Love DSP. This one is 1.5 by 5.25, and I'm going to put. Valerie, isn't that cool? I really like that too. And just for those of you that are new to lives, if it takes me a couple minutes to comment on your comment, it's because there's a delay. So you see it after I've already done it a few minutes later, and then I don't see your comment until we're past it. So that's why, if there's a delay, that's why it happens. So we've got that on there like this. I'm not putting any ribbon on this, so we're going to go ahead and put this on the card base. Let's put it right in the center. Okay. And then let's grab this, and let's go ahead and put this on top. Get this all attached. I'll put like 3 pieces of adhesive on there. Make sure I've got this right. Yep. So that just fits in perfect. So now we've got that ready to go. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. So we'll turn this over. And you know what? I think I used white on my other one. This is kind of dark, so I'm going to use some of my black dimensionals. I love these black dimensionals, especially with dark cardstock, because they're in the shadows and the white kind of shows up sometimes. This black makes it hide in the shadows. Oh, come on. There we go. Couldn't get a hold of it. Get those in there. And I'm going to put this about right here. I'm looking at my original. This time I'm not showing you my original, so you're going to be surprised when we're done with the card. Oh, hi, Mary. I'm hoping I'm seeing all of your comments with all this weird ones that are popping up. Thanks for those of you that are blocking them. I really appreciate that. So we've got this right here. They'll hopefully go away now that they've been blocked a lot. So leave this here. Let's grab, I'm looking at my card trying to figure out what, we'll put these on here in just a minute. Let's grab all of these little guys. And I'm going to put some adhesive on here. Actually, I'm going to use glue dots because I'm afraid to, if I put a regular adhesive on there, I might pull and I'm going to tear those leaves off, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to put a glue dot on each leaf, okay? And we will stick this one, and because this is with dimensionals, and I forgot to mention, if you notice I put the dimensionals more in the center, that way I can put this underneath and not worry about hitting one of those dimensionals, okay? So we've got that one there. Let's grab one of the little ones, and I'll put a glue dot. I said this in another video. I think it was the last live video I did a couple weeks ago. I keep forgetting. I had a lady tell me something I'm going to have to try. I don't like the way this one is wound. They've got it on here instead of on this. I like it better when the dots are on here. She said she unwinds hers and winds it back on again. So I might have to do that because I'm so used to the other way. I kind of fumble with them. Okay, so we've got those. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put some leaves down here. I loved that there were 4 dies. 2 of them I think are exactly the same. The other 2 are different. They don't match up. But I like being able to have 4, and I can just run them through the die cutting machine at the exact same time. And I don't have to, and it makes it so it goes a lot faster when I'm putting my card together. So put another glue dot here. And yeah, one up here. I'm not going to bother with this little one down here because I'm afraid the glue dot might show. And this one will go right here. Yeah, that looks good. So I'll push them down, make sure they're down good now that I have them where I want them. Now we're going to take this cute little house. And I made a little boo-boo on this one, but that's why we have 2 sides of cardstock. You just turn it over because it's going to be covered up and nobody else is going to see it except those of you that are watching the video, of course. So I'll put that right in the center. And now this one, I'm going to have kind of overlapping the wood a little bit. I don't want to put a dimensional on this side because that would make this go up a little bit and just wouldn't look right. But this side does need to be popped up. So I'm going to put 1 dimensional And I'll go ahead and use the black ones again, because you can still use the black even on the white ones, because it still puts it in the shadows. Makes it harder to see. Then I just put regular seal adhesive. Well, I'm having trouble getting hold of those today. On this side, because it's just going to attach to this. I want it to be flat on the wood piece. And I'm lining the right edge with the right edge of the petal pink layer. There we go. Now that could be it, but I wanted to add some embellishments to it. So I'm using my 2022 to 2024 in color matte decorative dots. These are in the annual catalog. As you can tell, I did these as a swap too. So any of my demonstrator friends who are in that swap, they've already got this card. And my next card is the one that's in the mail and it's on the way. So if you're watching this video, you'll be getting the next card pretty soon. So I've used up a lot of my parakeet party ones. And I love how they're a little darker and then they get lighter, that ombre effect. But I'm going to go ahead and just still use up. I didn't want to start my next one. So the lighter ones are still going to look really good with this. I think I'll put a couple there. Let's put one down here. You know what? I think that we need one right there too. So make this a little different than my original. There we go. So we've got the outside all done. Let me bring that up so you can see the bling just adds a little more to the card. Now let's bring that inside here. And there's my seal. And we will put this on the inside of the card. Like so. And that is it. So that is the first card. So this is the Ringed with Nature bundle that you can get. You could be able to get July 1st in the holiday catalog, July to December. And then this is the Rings of Love DSP that you can get free with a $50 order during Sale-A-Bration. That also starts July 1st. Okay, so we've got the first card done. Now we're going to use the Wonderful World. Oh, and I forgot to bring the DSP for that. You know what? Just hold on just a second. This one I couldn't put as part of my paper share because this is one, since it's such a big product, it's free with a $100 order. So I didn't want to get a bunch of these stamp sets. So that's why this is not part of the free. But you can still get this starting July 1st when you place a $100 order before shipping and tax. So all these things, these orders I'm saying are before shipping and tax. But here's the paper. It's just a little piece of it. It's a 12 by 12 pack. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are smaller pieces because these are the ones I'm using on my card. So yep, I am using a lot of the patterns. There's this one and here's this side. And, oh, and then this one. There we go. So we've got this one. So this is all part of that Wonderful World bundle. Let me find the other three here. This one I didn't use because there are 6 different designs. So here's the full 12 by 12. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see if I can get it down a little farther because you can't really see the whole 12 by 12 all at once. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And I love, you could fussy cut these out and really have some really pretty flowers on your cards or your scrapbook pages, any kind of paper crafting you're going to do. Then this side. And let's see. Where's the, oh, here. I did not use this one. Aren't the colors in this really pretty? There's this one. Oh, let's turn it over. There we go. That looks better. It was a little upside down. Then we've got some pretty stripes. You always need stripes in your DSP. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my, let me bring that back up. There, YouTube. My screen was doing something weird and I had to click on it. Oh, and here's the last one. And so these are some little ones. These could be fussy cutted out, or you could take a little square or a circle die cut or die to die cut them out, put them on cards. Really like those two. And then this one. And I can tell you the color since I've got the whole pack with me. They're Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Orchid Oasis, Pear Pizzazz, Rich Razzleberry, Sahara Sand, and Starry Sky. So it's a really pretty color combo. So there, I'm glad I had those close by so I could show them to you. Okay, so there's that. So those come with this. And the stamps I'm using for this, I'm going to use this really pretty flower. I'm going to use this one too. I'll use that one on another flower. I like that. I love how you can add some more leaves to it too. But hopefully you can see all the detail on that. So this is one of those distinctive type stamps. So you're just going to ink it up once and you're going to get all of that detail. I love that. Oh, isn't that paper pretty, Judy? I love it. It's gorgeous. Oh, Liz, now you're over on Facebook. Hi. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, we're making the second card. Okay, let me see. I'm just going to show. Oh, yeah. I'm also using this stamp set since you noticed there were no greetings in that one. I love this one. I can't remember if I've used this in the live yet. I'm pretty sure I've used it in a video, or I will be at least. But I love that there are 4 main sentiments in it, and then you get those same 4 in different sizes and different fonts. Isn't that cool? So most of them are happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, and thank you. And then there's a little bonus hello that goes with a small version of them. So this is the go-to greetings. This is going to be in the July to December mini catalog. So I'm using the medium thank you, I think. Yes. And then I'm also using a die set. I use a ton, Scalloped Contours dies. This is in the annual catalog. And the die I used was this one. I went ahead and die cut it already, but I just want to show you which one I used. Let me get those out of the way. Okay, knocked my card over. I want to see what I'm doing here. I'm going to show you a little technique with this. Oh, sorry about that. So one thing with lives, you can't edit things out. Let's go ahead and get this stamping done. You know what? We're going to stamp the inside first because I want to show you the technique last. So here is a piece of basic white again. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to grab that pretty rose stamp, my Flirty Flamingo, and my Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to use some sponge daubers. And this is how I'm going to ink this up. Now, I'm still going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat. I even use it on my cling stamps. Even though they're rubber, I still like the support the piercing mat gives. And if you don't have one, you'd like one, you can find that in the annual catalog. And I've also got a link to my online store below. And you can place orders there if you need to get any supplies. And I do have a monthly thank you gift that I do every month. My June 1 ends be Thursday. But you can find out about that by clicking on my monthly thank you gifts link below. Oops, what am I doing? Get that pink off of there. We just want Mossy Meadow. Got to talk and forgot what I was doing. But you can click on that link to see what this month's thank you gifts are. But any size order gets a video with my 2 VIP projects on it. Okay, so we've got all this. So what I'm doing, I'm just inking it up with the ink, and I'm pouncing on it. You could scrape it if you want to, but I think pouncing works a lot better, especially to get the detail that's in these. And because I did the sponge dauber, I don't think I'm going to worry about huffing on it. When I use markers, they dry out a little faster, and those I will huff on. But since that was so small, isn't that pretty? Look at the detail in that. So that's the inside of the card. Now we are going to grab, see, I still need, well, no, I don't need either one of these right now. So these, I take that back. I do need my Flirty Flamingo. We'll leave that out. Here is that basic white scallop rectangle I die cut. I die cut it out of a 2 3/4 by 4 inch piece in case you're interested. And you can find all the dimensions and the supplies I used for both of the cards in my blog link. I don't have that link in there right now because I still have to add the video to it. Once this video is over, in about probably 15 minutes after the video is over, I should be able to have that post up for you. Okay, and then you can find all the dimensions so you don't need to write all these down. Now I'm going to grab my blending brush. I'm going to pick up some ink from my Flirty Flamingo. And whenever I use these, I always start off. So that's why I've always got some scrap paper here. Actually, let's take this out of the way. It's a little better when you have something hard to work on. And I'm going to kind of go up over here and then lightly go on here. And I'm going to go up. And you see how it's kind of getting lighter and lighter as it goes. You may not be able to see that real great, but it'll start showing up better here. Now you can see it's getting darker at the bottom. And I'm even using a lighter touch as I go up. So it's getting that ombre effect, okay? I think I'm going to add a little bit more down here. And then I'm going to kind of go straight up and down here. There we go. So now we've got the nice little gradual pink effect. It's not showing up real well in the video, I can tell, but it looks really pretty. So now we are going to grab, now I need this back in here. We're going to grab this big one right here. I'm going to use my Rich Razzleberry and a sponge dauber. Now this time, instead of using a sponge dauber on the leaves, I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow marker, just because right here, there's this little thin area for green, and it's a little hard. I could do it, but it's a little hard to get that sponge stopper on there without getting a lot of green on the flowers. And I don't mind getting a little bit of green. I don't know if you noticed on the inside one, there's just a teeny bit of green right there at the bottom, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks neat that way. But on this one, it would have shown up a little more than I wanted it to. So I'm going to grab my rich raspberry. Oh yeah, Becky, isn't that, I love the set in the paper. It is so pretty. When I saw it, I knew I had to get it. So once again, I'm going to pounce where the flowers are with my rich raspberry, and you can see that ink a lot better on this one. This is a dark color, so it shows up really good. And you can kind of see the detail in the stamp even. You can see some of the light areas and the dark areas. I like all the flower stamps in the set, but I think I like this one the best. And you could also I could have just done this maybe in Mossy Meadow or something like that instead of doing the colors. And I actually tried that, but I wanted it wasn't really the look I was going for. So I decided to do the two different colors on it. But you could definitely just color this in one color to make it more like a silhouette, and it still looks gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm taking my brush tip of my Mossy Meadow marker, and I'm coloring in where the stems are. And since that's the last color I'm using with the markers, I'm not going to worry about huffing on it again either, because I just got done doing those. So we're going to put this right here, and I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Try to center it left and right. I'm going to have it hanging off down here a little bit because it's a little too tall for this rectangle. Oh, hi, Michelle. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you're watching for the first time. I hope you have fun watching. And if you missed the beginning of the video, the recording will show up as soon as the live's over. So isn't that a neat effect? I love the ombre look. I could have done a real sky, done blues and oranges and yellows to make it look more like a sunset or something like that. But I really liked the pink under there. So we've got that one ready. I'm going to grab a piece of Flirty Flamingo. This one is a 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Like I said, all my dimensions will be in that blog post, and that'll be up about 15 minutes after the video's over. And what am I doing here? Oh yeah, I want my rich raspberry. Oh, if I can reach this. Then my thank you from the Go Greetings. And this one I'm going to do a banner end. I'm going to make sure I did get a little bit of purple there. I always get ink on my fingers anyway, so I don't care if I get a little bit. It'll come off. Let me stand up so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put this right on the right side. Okay, that looks pretty good. I love it when I do it straight on a video. I can do it straight when I'm at my desk, but since I'm at an angle, sometimes I don't do it very well in the video. So we've got that. Now let me show you how you can do banner with your scissors. Now you're going to go about in the middle, so I'm kind of eyeballing it, and I clip a little slit right here, so now I can see where my middle is. I'm going to go from the corner here up to the slit. I'm going to angle it to me a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And that takes off that side of the banner. And then we'll go from this corner. And I'm going to go back up to the slit again. And there we've got a nice little banner, and it makes it a little more even that way too. So that's how you can do that with your scissors if you didn't know that already. And we are going to put those to the side. I'm going to grab my card base. I think we are all done stamping. Yes, we are. So I can throw that over there. This is a piece of rich raspberry, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Get those corners together again. There we go. Bone folder. Put that to the side. And now I'm going to be using all of these papers. Remember, I showed you there were 3 designs I was using. This one is and they're different sizes because I wanted it to fit good in this piece. This is just a regular 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Flirty Flamingo. This one is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8 inches. This one is a 1 7/8 by 3 1/8. And then this one's 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. So it's going to go on. I'll just lay them here like so. Oops, that one stuck to my finger. It's going to be kind of like that, okay? And this is just a neat way to show different designs in the paper. So I will take this one, turn it over. You can use whichever side you want. Believe me, it took me a little while to figure out which sides I wanted to use because I like this one too. So since they're narrow, I'm going to put it all the way across the narrow ends and just a couple on the small ones. Make sure you've got the flowers going upright. And I'm going to kind of eyeball the border I'm going to have here on the top. Well, these two ends and this end here. Try to get them even. I'm going to move these out of the way because I don't want to get them stuck by accident. So you may not be able to see it very well. I'll lift my hand up so you can see better. But there we go. See how I've got the border about the same here and here with the Flirty Flamingo showing? Okay. Now I'll turn this over. This is my one that goes on top. It's going to go this way because we don't want it upside down. So we'll get the ink on this one. Not ink, adhesive. And I'm going to be looking at this border here more than this one here. So these outer ones are the ones I'm watching. So I'm going to line this edge with the edge on this one. And then try to get this one to be the same width as this one up here. Kind of an angle, so hopefully I didn't get it crooked. Let me do that again. The neat thing about seal, you can lift it up within the first 10 minutes and move it again. So there we go. So there's that one. And now this one will fit right in our last little square down here. So once again, I'm going to line up. Actually, I still think I do better this way. Line this edge up with this one, and this edge here with this one here. Once it looks good to me, then I can push it down. So now we've got this neat little grid thing here. And I will put adhesive on here. I actually didn't use ribbon on any of these cards. That's amazing. Like I said, this is another one I made for a swap I was in. So then we've got this one. Then I will take this one. On my original one, I'd actually popped this one up, and then I got to thinking I really liked it better when this was just popped up. I did both ways. So this one is going to be, this is just going to be put down with regular seal, and we're going to put it right in the middle, like so. That looks pretty good, so I'll push it down. This one I'm going to use with dimensionals, so this time I'll go ahead and use white, since this is a little lighter color. Put one on each end, and that should be plenty. It's not very long, so I don't need to worry about that caving in. Take the paper backing off. And then I will put this one on. I'm going to line the right edge with the right edge of the Flirty Flamingo here. Here, I'm going to stand up so I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. That looks pretty straight, so push this down. And then, of course, I've got to put bling on. I love bling. This are the iridescent pearls. You probably can't see the iridescence of these. These are so pretty. They're not just our regular basic pearls. These are the iridescent ones. And I'm going to pick up one of the larger, small and large in the set. I'm going to put a large one right about here and a small one right next to it. I do this a lot. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I'll do a little pairing like that. I just like that look of that. And I'm going to grab another little one and put it right here. And I really thought that was plenty. So that's all I put on there. That just gave it enough little bling to make it a little more special. And we'll put the inside of the card in. Get the seal, and we are going to be done with these cards. And done with the video. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. And I'd love to see you back again next week. Let me get this on here quick. And I will grab my first card. So there is the second one that does the Wonderful World bundle with from Sale-A-Bration, and then the sentiment was the go-to greetings from the holiday catalog. And here's the first one, the Ringed with Nature bundle that's in the holiday catalog, but I used the Rings of Love DSP that's part of Sale-A-Bration. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me switch screens here. I really love doing these. I was really sad I didn't get to do it last week, but got back this week, and I should be able to do one next week too. It's actually going to be the day after 4th of July, so hopefully I won't be too tired. We'll be up late at the 4th of July celebration here in our town, here in Indiana. But I will be here with some projects, probably something from the July to December mini. I think that's what I'll be doing. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do next week, but I hope you can come back. Once again, it'll be at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Not 3 a.m. I will be sleeping. 3 p.m. Eastern Time next Tuesday, July 5th. So I hope you had fun. Let me get my YouTube chat, make sure I'm not missing anybody here. That's a bad thing about switching screens. I lose my chat on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Margaret and Becky. And Judy, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the cards. And Valerie too, I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Okay. So, like again, I said, I'll see you in the next live next week at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, guys. Have a great day.